Hello everyone, it's Magdalena, Wolf of Coins. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I wanted to share with you a deck that really stole my heart the moment I saw it. And this is the Keymaster Tarot, published by AGM Urania, a well-known European card maker. And it is created by an Italian-born artist, Lorenzo Gaggiotti, living in Sweden, and he runs their Stockholm 17 playing cards. And I'm following his Instagram account now, and you should totally check it out. His decks are amazing, especially if you're into playing cards. This is his first tarot deck. And the guidebook, it is a bit thicker than your regular little white book. It is in color, and everything is, it's only English. So there is some more than your standard little white book. It's Lilo Schwarz, who is a psychologist, tarot expert, and author. And she lives in Switzerland. And she published several books about tarot. So this deck is a match made in heaven because it combines Tarot de Marseille and playing cards. So I know that such decks already exist, but I never really felt drawn to any of them. And the moment I saw the Keymaster Tarot, I was like, oh, this is it, people. So let's talk about the guidebook first. Here you have the contents, and you have a little introduction, and the approach to the card descriptions is quite psychological. And you get key questions. So if you like journaling, this is a cool thing to use because you basically get journaling prompts when you pull the cards. And this is how it is with the majors, so the études. And with minors, you get like shorter descriptions, but I find they are really enough if you want to read them as fixed meanings, which I don't usually do anyway. And these are court cards, and you have some spreads at the end. Yeah, work-life balance, decisions in a stalemate situation, and so on. A couple of them actually. Yes, tarot is unique. Tarot is unique every time, and it cannot be like, and it is so true. I find that it's just every reading is like its own little world on it, like on its own. It's special. So technicalities. I really like this box. It's very cool. It has this magnet flap here. It's very pretty also. There is some like gold on the box. It's a bit thin on the corners right now, so well, I don't mind. I really don't. I don't care. But yeah, let's get to the cards, because I suppose this is what you're here for. I diligently put them in order for you, And I was very annoyed because then I didn't have time to record the review and I wanted to use this deck and I was like, no, I would have to put them back again. Oops. So these are the backs. How amazing is that? There are all 4 symbols of the French playing cards. So the hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades, and they are in form of keys, and they are shiny. I'm really impressed by the level of artistry of Lorenzo. He is such like he's not only brilliant, but you can tell he is so experienced. He has worked so hard to achieve this level. And yeah, this is so beautiful. Each card has some gold elements and those like geometrical parts. On each card they appear, on each card of the majors and the court cards. Because on the pips we get also gold, but it works for something else, which I will talk about later. So this is these are not only very creative and cool looking images, but they are based on geometrical harmony. And we have some phantom animals appearing. So we have a dog with the foal. And this is the magician. I'm just in love with this style. This is something I'm just digging, you know. This is my thing. This is my cup of tea. Look, she has this really cool book. And the outfits, like, it's a bit like Star Wars style, and it's so rich. Amazing. This is the Empress that we know from the box with a serpent, which I love. The Emperor, and he has his eagle. So the images seemingly are not Tarot de Marseille, but they do have some, you know, elements like this eagle for the Emperor. And oh my gosh, this is my stuff. I love the Lovers card. Yeah, it's like they're a bit Egyptian, those eyes here, but then you cannot really like put any culture on these patterns here. Oh my goodness. And here we have also a callback to Rider-Waite-Smith, of course, with this symbol here and some others as well. Justice is number 8, just how I like it, just how it is in the older decks, pre-Rider-Waite-Smith. And there are some astrological symbols as well, like there is, of course, Libra here, because it's scales. The Hermit with the lamp and the 6-pointed star. I'm just dying of awe. This is so awesome. This is so cool. There is Jupiter here. So it is quite like occultistic in style as well. There is Strength with this phantom lioness, I'd say, or maybe it's a panther. We cannot really tell. but not a lion since no mane. And there's this cat on the Hanged Man. I love the colors, I love the shapes, I love this death card. It's so amazing. I'm sorry, I just, because I was in contact with Lorenzo and I just told him, oh, I will do a review of your deck, but spoiler alert, I will be just singing praise. So maybe I'm just overdoing it right now. Sorry about that. I just love this deck so much. And I'm very curious how you feel about this deck, because I understand it's not for everyone. The sole fact that it speaks to me so strongly means it's more individual, I suppose. Look at the minions of the devil. They are like geometrical here. Oh, this amazing tower. Yeah, I had the tower pop up a couple of times recently. It made a lot of sense. And there's a star, and again we have a cute birdie here, like maybe a robin or something. The moon, and this phantom crayfish. The sun with two horses, which I love. I mean, I love the horse for the sun because it's a solar animal. Judgment. This reminds me of Neon Genesis Evangelion, doesn't it? I mean, do you know this anime? It's just so Evangelion. And then there is the world, and we have some we have element symbols and these, I don't know, seals, like mysterious symbols that I don't know the meaning of. If you do know, please let me know. I'm not a specialist on these. And now to the pips. Okay, because the majors, oh, by the way, the majors, all of them have golden frames. And the pips are just with black frames and thin golden stripe. So, the aces, each of them has a hand on them in a different position, like finger position, with an element and with other symbols here. So, and some text. Again, not sure what kind of script this is. Would also like to learn, because yeah, curious. So spades are swords, and the symbol of the Marseille deck is in gold. And here, of course, we have the spade. And look at that, how brilliant this is. So this is a two of spades, but we have the shape of the Marseille deck in gold. That it can be almost invisible, or it can really be visible. I find it so brilliant. So yeah, I basically read this deck visually. Here's the key that we know. Instead of a flower that we know from Marseille, there is a motif of a key that we know from the backs. So I read it visually like I do Marseille Tarot. And actually also the author, Lorenzo, told me that many people didn't actually realize that this is not just a playing card deck, that this is actually Marseille style. But yeah, of course I knew instantly because, well, here we have like a seal of the author, Keymaster Tarot. 9 and 10. And then the court cards, which are amazing. There are usually some animals included. There is the snake here with the page. And the knights have horses, obviously. And the Queen of Swords with like feathery outfit. And the King of Swords with some kind of a blade shaped as a spade. No, but seriously, what are these? Can somebody tell me? I mean the script here. So yeah, these are the spades, so swords. Now we get to the coins and diamonds. So traditionally, like for Marseille, we get the name of the creator. And plus we get, it's Stockholm 17 playing cards, and we get the Latin quotation, which is very cool because it can be reversed. You can read it this way or that way. Okay, it says si sedes non is. If it sits, it doesn't. What is in this sentence? I'm not sure. So what doesn't sit maybe doesn't stand. I don't know. Again, if somebody knows, please let me know. 3. So you see, there are those like very cool, really well thought out shapes that remind us of the Marseille deck. This is basically, with 5 of coins. There's always this one. Well, the arrangement is identical, like in Marseille deck, of the symbols, the arrangement of symbols, and the decorations are also in a way replicating the floral decorations from the Marseille. I am so impressed with how well thought out this deck is, and the aesthetics is just, oh my god, Lorenzo, you're a genius. Genius, I'm telling ya. Yeah, and the 10 has a lot of decorations here. Now, the page of coins, I think it's a wolf. The knight. Oh, the queen is gorgeous. She has a diamond. And the king. So what is interesting, you would think that there is like a pattern with the court cards that, okay, or all kings have their faces covered and all knights as well. But you will see it is not true, actually. So there is a diverting of expectations that I also thought is really, really cool. We get to wands, meaning clubs. And again, we get the batons from Tarot de Marseille. Plus the coloring is so amazing. It's also color coded, so we get the warm suits of diamonds and hearts, and we get the cool suits of spades and clubs. So well thought out. And we have a 10. So Page of Wands with this cool black cat. It's a witchy Page of Wands. Then there's the Knight of Wands. And again, so interesting that the horse is facing us. And so is the knight, of course. But we don't see his face. Then there is the Queen of Wands. And yeah, and the king doesn't have a helmet on. His face is visible. And lastly, cups, meaning hearts. And I love this chimera here so much. It is amazing. And traditionally, again, traditionally for Marseille, we get the initials of the author. And the chimera is just stunning. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And lastly, court cards. See, there's a hawk. And there's a knight without a helmet on, which I find really like proper, because as a Knight of Cups, it's this, you know, Sir Galahad with his heart on his sleeve. So he's or she, because yeah, it's really not defined here whether it's a man or a woman. This person is just open, so they show us their face. And Queen with this, you know, seed of life shape here. And I mean, the design of her outfit is just stunning. See, there's an opening in her dress here. She's also open. And the king with a lion. So, this is the deck. What else can I say? This is a deck with matte finish, but not the type that I really hate, that makes it difficult to shuffle the cards. It is actually pretty easy to shuffle them. Woo! Let's do it. See, not a problem. And what else? Yeah, so the cardstock is pretty thick. Seems durable. Well, I am generally not a destroyer of cards, so we would have to wait like 15 years to see if it's durable or not. And this is the size comparison. Well, there is almost no difference with the default Los Carabeo size. So it is a tarot-sized deck, basically. So yeah, please let me know what you think about it. I can tell you that this deck has been giving me really great readings. I have a genuine pleasure while working with this deck, like just while looking at the cards, not only reading them, but just looking at these. I don't know, I think that seeing a really high quality artistic value makes me really happy. What can I say? It just makes me happy that people are creating such amazing things. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, creative people, for making beautiful things. I wish you a lovely day, my dear viewers. Bye!